I really thought growing up I wanted to be an actor, so when it came to choose my path in life, I was like, oh, you know, I will go to school for musical theater and I'll get a degree in that and I'll be an actor. So I went through all 4 years of musical theater school at James Madison University. It just wasn't fulfilling me the way that I wanted it to, and after graduation, I thought, if I spend the rest of my life feeling this way about theater, will I be happy? And the answer was no, I wouldn't be happy. My dad actually said to me, you know, I think you would make a really good therapist, and mental health is big in my life. I've grown past the thing that I wanted when I was 6 years old. That's probably a good thing. When I was 17, I was experiencing all of the normal struggles of high school, and I was also diagnosed with a syndrome called vasovagal syndrome. And vasovagal syndrome basically means I could pass out under a variety of different stimuli. And that, on top of the anxiety of being a high schooler, the anxiety of choosing a college, really weighed down on me. And it became so heavy that I started to experience suicidal ideation. And of course, that's really difficult and very scary. One day I was standing in the bathroom in my parents' house and I just looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, if I don't talk to my parents right now, like, I'm really scared. I have to ask for help. And I went downstairs and I sat between them on the couch in our living room and cried for about 2 hours before I told them how I was feeling, because I was scared. I didn't know how they were going to react. And luckily I have very supportive parents and they got me the help that they could get me at that time. And I started going to therapy my junior year of college, and it absolutely changed my life. It's made everything so much better. And of course, it didn't cure me of anxiety, but it's made it a lot better to cope with. I had already been advocating for mental health because it was really important to me, and I lived through it, and I knew I could support other people. I had been going online and finding other people therapists for years at that point, and encouraging my friends and my family members to get the help that they needed if they were feeling any sort of way. So it kind of naturally fell into my lap, but I created Shout Our Struggle with the idea that we can do more than just talk about mental health. We can have actionable steps and actionable change in our communities and in our society to change the way that we're experiencing this mental health crisis. Miss America is you could call her a celebrity, but she's someone that other women look up to, that people look up to. I mean, she's an icon, right? She's been around for 101 years and probably 101 more. To have someone in that position say you don't have to be defined by your struggles. You can grow through them, you can learn from them, and you can create change for others through them is such a strong message. And that's really what my goal is. Once I become Miss New Jersey and maybe even Miss America, you don't have to be defined by your struggles. Your struggles are your strength. And my main goal as Miss New Jersey is to be the person that I needed. When I was 17 years old, I didn't have a role model to look up to who said, hey, I went through this mental health crisis when I was your age, and I got through it, and I'm able to graduate with my bachelor's. I'm able to compete on the Miss New Jersey stage, maybe even go to Miss America. I'm able to enroll in a doctoral program. I'm able to work full-time in the mental health field. Those aren't things that I heard growing up when I needed to hear them, and to be that role model is what I'm looking forward to the most about my time as Miss New Jersey. I don't think my perspective of this made me stronger and it made me who I am really came around until I started owning my story as a delegate for Miss New Jersey. Once I was able to speak about it openly without getting upset, without feeling like it made me less of a person or less of a candidate, whatever you want to say, it's also granted me these amazing friendships. And I get to surround myself with like-minded women, many of whom also experience similar mental health struggles. And we get to bond over this shared experience that's once in a lifetime. There's not any other person besides us group of 30 women that can say we were at Miss New Jersey in 2023 and we competed for that title. And it's very unique, it's very fun, and those are friendships that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. What I feel like my journey with Miss America has done is really shown me where I need to strengthen my relationship with myself. At the end of the day, the stressors that I experience have pretty much nothing to do with Miss America, honestly. It has to do with things that I've held on to over the years that I've never worked through. I'm feeling that way because of the fact that I haven't accepted myself as beautiful, as worthy, as enough. And those are things that anyone is going to come to terms with throughout their lives. I have never met a woman in this organization that I can say falls into any of the stereotypes that people make about pageant girls. Even if you get involved as a volunteer, you learn how much we gain from Miss America. And I've gained a stronger relationship with myself, a stronger sense of worth, of self-esteem. I've gained acceptance of my story and who I am, where I come from. I've gained amazing friendships. I've gained memories that I will take with me for the rest of my life, crown or no crown. Miss America has given me the tools to say, this is who I am and I'm proud of it. So if that doesn't speak to what Miss America is all about, then I don't know what does. The most important way that we can think about them is to think of them as flexible and adaptive and resilient. We're able to be our own unique versions of ourselves as women, but still find our place in this opportunity. Throughout the time, all of our Miss Americas have in one way or another shown that women are multifaceted. I love our current Miss America, Grace, because she's a very good example of that. She's a violinist, she's a nuclear engineer, she's a competitive water skier, but she gets up on stage in a gown and she looks gorgeous and she speaks eloquently. I think that accepting that Miss America is human and that she experiences life the way we all experience life, yes, her conditions are a little bit different, right? But she has all of these aspects to her, but she still is very human. It doesn't matter how successful you are. It doesn't matter what pedestal people may put you on. At the end of the day, that's your experience. And then once I accepted that, because I've gone through my journey with mental health, that's what makes me a strong delegate for Miss America. It makes me a strong delegate for Miss New Jersey, because at the end of the day, I'm aware of my humanity, and it's something that I can bring forward with me, and it helps me to connect to others and to make that difference that I so desperately want to make.